Hello, everyone. I'm Christina, and today we get an extra fun live stream video because we got goodies. We got 4 of them. Okay. But first, I just want to say, hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe, definitely share the videos. It really helps me out a lot. And also, I wanted to thank you for the donations. It's really helping me out because I'm getting closer to getting that solar generator. Not too far away. Hello, Sunshine. Thank you again, by the way. Love you, girl. You're awesome. And guess what? You're going to be the very first one to see the babies. Okay. This one, okay, first of all, they were all boys. Here's one. This one looks just like his mommy. Look at that. Look at that little face. Look at that. Looks just like his mommy. Got a little star on his chest right there. Oh yeah. He was born last night. I call my Rosh Hashanah babies. Yes, that is one. Oh, he's such a sweet. He's even got a little umbilical cord right there. Okay, he looks just like his mom. Hello, Patricia and Debbie Lynn. Good to see you guys. Okay, I want to see number 2. All right. Look at that. Oh, hold on. This one's a lot more vocal than the other ones. The other ones are really cool. It's almost like a little calico kitty almost. Oh, one dropped. Hold on. Nope, nothing dropped. It just felt like it dropped. Okay, we're good. Okay. Wait, no, I'm missing one. Here, these 2 have been introduced. This one is my tuxedo, my little tuxedo boy. Look at him. Look at that sweet face and that little tuxedo body. He's like, hi, y'all. Okay, and then finally, the gray one, gray and white. I mean, she had all little boys. Boom. Look at that adorable, sweet little face. They look like rats almost, but cuter. All right. We're going to say goodbye to all of our little boys. I'm going to give them to my assistant, my sweet daughter. Bye, y'all. Get my cola. All right. And okay, so like last night I was freaking out because my cat was acting really weird. And I was suspicious, so I got online, as a lot of you might have read the message. And I was like, how do you know if your cat's in labor? And all of a sudden, she starts trying to pop one out. My daughter was about 50 yards away, and I started texting her 911 because I'm squeamish. I spent years throwing up because I've been so sick over the years. And so something like birth is just like, so it was 911. Mia, she's having a... Everything turned out well. I thought we just had 3, and then all of a sudden I walked out later and she had 4 of them. So this has been really exciting Rosh Hashanah for us. But since it is Rosh Hashanah and it's a Shmita year, I thought that it would be really interesting to talk about the fact a little bit more. That you either get like blessings and curses, and the Shmita year is supposed to be a time of rest, okay? So if you aren't getting the blessings, then you're going to get the problem. So instead of rest, you will get unrest, right? Antonyms for rest: tumult, commotion, agitation, disquiet, insecurity, continuity, restlessness. Okay, so we're talking agitation, insecurity. You don't feel safe. There's always a commotion going on. All right, there is no rest. Okay, and when you're not rested, you can be sluggish, spiritless, lifeless, drowsy, weary, right? Okay, and that's why it's so important to be ready for those Shmita years, so you can not only just land, but you as a person recharge. Okay. Hello, Christine. Hello, Adrian. It's so good to see you. Oh, I didn't know Paul was live too. It's weird. I have not been getting the notifications in time. It's really weird. So I got to make sure. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing me out, Adrian. Reset. Oh, rest resonates with me. That's good. Accident prone when tired. Absolutely. That's absolutely right. And so theoretically and probability wise, we could start having more accidents in the workplace, more accidents on the road, more accidents, period, at home when you're not able to really focus on everything, you're not able to process as well. Excuse me. It's time for a soda water. I know it's awful. Everybody hates that I drink soda water, but I do. Yes, definitely hit the thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. So, I mean, when you think about the social unrest, the civil unrest, the unrest environmentally, now at the same time, though, you can see that where God's got his hands on certain people, sort of like when a tornado touches down and gets some houses and not the others. So for some of us, this actually could be a year of a hedge of protection, a year where, I mean, because if you think about it, up until this year, God was telling us, prepare, food, save your water, get ready, okay, for what's coming up next, which is why it's amazing that I've prepared pretty much everything that I could, and that the last thing on my list is this generator. So it's like, wow, I'm like right there. But then we hit the Shmita year. It's kind of like with Joseph, prepared for 7 years of famine, but he prepared 7 years ahead of time, right? So, but it's not just about food when we have a Shmita year. It's about finances, where debts were supposed to be wiped out. And that doesn't, even on our credit score, they're supposed to unload it every 7 years, but instead they just sell it to another collector and put a different date on it, instead of the actual date that probably happened 35, 40 years ago, right? Okay. And so we already kind of see how this Jewish New Year, this new year is already starting out. And there's a few things that have caught my eye. Okay. And one is that as far as social unrest, utilities in Louisiana, the utility workers, you know how Louisiana got hit and all the utility workers were standing by to start getting everything going again as soon as the storm passed. Well, Biden came through to check out Louisiana, and the utility workers turned their backs on him as his motorcade drove through. And I don't know if y'all have heard about what people are shouting in the stands at different college football games in certain areas about Biden. You know, like almost like forget Joe Biden, but some other F word over and over again. So you see that social unrest, right? Now, considering economically, okay, it turns out that there is talk happening about a stock market crash that is expected soon. Okay. Everything may look fine in a lot of areas, but that's because of like inflated prices or something. But they're expecting a stock market crash very soon, very soon. And at the same time, for Rosh Hashanah, the pandemic-related unemployment benefits have expired for millions of Americans. What was it, just yesterday? Labor Day, right before Rosh Hashanah. And it was reported on Labor Day. So I guess, labor needs to get back to work. And I wonder how many jobs there are still to go back to. But for some people, where it would be a time of rest, it's going to be a time to work. Okay. And then at the same time, today, I thought this was interesting. It did cause civil unrest, even though I stand behind Governor Greg Abbott. So Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed a voting reform bill today in office. And basically what it means is that he's cracking down on voter fraud. He's not taking overall. He has kicked back at Biden's craziness every step of the way so far, and it hasn't even been a year, you know. I won't keep y'all very long, I promise. Okay. Also, there was in the works last time we talked hurricanes that were eyeing Texas and Louisiana. But we did start praying, and it was amazing. They just kind of fluttered away into just pretty good rainstorms is what they're going to end up being. But no more hurricanes, at least through the 14th and 15th that I can see that will really be hitting the Gulf of Mexico. So remember the power of prayer. God is really listening. There was also, you have to consider the environmental, natural things that are going on. And when it comes to CMEs coming from the sun, they're worried about an internet apocalypse, okay? And when you have CMEs, you can also have quakes, but they're happening anyway because of the binary solar system. And a lot of you might not know. I mean, maybe you saw the picture, but Mexico just had a 7.0 earthquake on its west side. And they were talking a lot about crustal displacement from Canada on the west coast, all the way down the west coast of the United States into Mexico, going all the way down into South America. And they've been noticing like the unpopping of buttons, the crustal displacement going on, and that a lot of these mountains are actually volcanoes on the west coast, and their earthquakes are also happening and they're magma induced. So, and then you look at West Texas. A couple of years ago, we might have been getting 8. 5 years before that, we'd never get a quake in Texas at all. As of the last month, USGS reports 54-ish earthquakes in Texas just this month. Oh, yes. I love Mike from around the world. Love that. And sometimes I do listen to it off of Daily Excellence. I actually do. And hello, Mark. Very good to see you. Very, very good to see you guys. Hopefully I'll get to come back later because I just introduced everyone to the kittens who aren't even really 24 hours old yet. They're probably like an hour shy or something. But you don't want to miss that. You'll probably see them bouncing around here as the weeks start progressing. And, you know, I'll get to show you because they're only going to be mouse size for a very short time, and their little eyes will open and they'll, I don't know. I just love these cats. I just wake up and they're all over me in the mornings, you know, and we're keeping one of these cats. My daughter and I are already throwing in our bids, and we're having a serious eye-to-eye talks, you know, but we're agreeing to just let it go by for a little while. But this is the world that we're looking at, y'all. We have economic, natural disaster, you've got social disaster, political disaster, apocalyptic, internet on the way. And that's why we needed the kittens so bad. They just bring a joy to your face, you know. I'm going to go ahead and let all of you go for now. I know that the last 2 video live streams I've done have been very short and they've been late at night, but a lot has been going on. And I hope that you at least get to see this in the replay. And I'm sure with the way that things are progressing in this world that I will be talking to you very, very soon. Bye, you guys.